This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
This morning, overcrowding gets worse in Washoe County schools. How many new schools does the district say we need?
We'll also let you know why people were protesting in the streets of Carson City yesterday.
Plus, 2 officers were shot in Ferguson, Missouri last night. We have the latest for you this morning. Those stories top your news right now at 4:30, Thursday, March 12, 2015. There is not enough coffee in the world. Hi, I'm John Potter.
Good morning, I'm Andy Guevara. Yes, the time change still affecting us, I'm sure. You guys as well.
Weather meteorologist.
I know, yeah, me too. It's hard to go to sleep at night, right? It's so light out late, and I didn't get to bed last night about 10 o'clock. So yeah, wake up everybody, good morning to you. We have some patchy fog out there this morning in some of the valley areas. Otherwise, we'll clear things out today. Mostly sunny by this afternoon, 64 degrees. More on your weather coming up. Have a great day.
Big news this morning. We're going to start you off with something that broke last night. Sad to say, 2 police officers in Ferguson, Missouri have been shot.
One in the face, one in the shoulder, serious stuff. The shooting happened just outside the police headquarters in Ferguson. The officers are recovering from their injuries.
They are conscious. However, those are very serious gunshot injuries to be able to sustain in your upper torso and certainly in your face. So they're being treated right now. Family is with them.
Well, the shootings happened during a protest hours after it was announced Ferguson Police Chief Thomas Jackson would be resigning effective March 19th. The resignation follows the Justice Department report on Ferguson's police department and court system. We will, of course, continue to update you as more details become available.
And they have not caught the shooter, by the way. Dozens of protesters stopped traffic after lining up in front of the Nevada Attorney General's office yesterday, speaking out against the immigration lawsuit Adam Laxalt supports. Take a look. Laxalt now recently testified against the president's executive action on immigration. He also joined that lawsuit along with 25 other states to block the action that would allow as many as 5 million undocumented immigrants to stay in the U.S. Yeah, that was the scene in Carson City yesterday. The Progressive Leadership Alliance of Nevada says they planned this protest because they want to keep families together. They say Laxalt testifying against the president's executive order is mean-spirited.
For Adam Laxalt to say we're going to deport them is inexcusable, it's reprehensible, and we wanted to send that message to him loud and clear, but he was too cowardly to meet with us. He ran.
Well, after protesters blocked traffic along Carson Street, the sheriff's office diverted the traffic. The protesters are asking for a reprieve from deportation while Congress passes immigration reform. We reached out to the Attorney General's office. All they would say is that he was not there to meet with the protesters. Carson City Sheriff Ken Furlong told us no arrests were made because once traffic was diverted, protesters were no longer breaking the law by stopping traffic.
And in School Watch now, the Washoe County School District is facing another year of overcrowding in its schools. So trustees are asking for money to build new ones. Last night at a town hall meeting, trustees pointed out a large deficit in the governor's proposed budget for Washoe County. About $800 million of funding for the next 2 years is intended for the Nevada school system. And just in Washoe County, there are over 60,000 students. The school district says they need 14 new schools over the next 10 years to accommodate the student population. Interim Superintendent Tracy Davis says this goal is absolutely necessary.
If we have kids, there's a need. It's not about it being a lofty goal. It's about ensuring we take care of kids. And if it's a need, it's not lofty, it's a need.
To provide services to all students, the Washoe County School District faces a nearly $27 million deficit if this were to pass in legislation.
Growth doesn't seem to pay for itself, does it?
Maybe we need that lottery that we talked about yesterday.
Yeah, there you go.
To help pay. Hi,
I
Jeff.
feel like gambling with some bucks. Let's gamble with the weather this morning. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, John and Andy, good morning to you. Yeah, the storm system yesterday really didn't do too much around the area. It's light precipitation at best. So we'll clear things out today and start to warm back up. We'll be in the 60s today, and wait till you see the weekend forecast. It's going to be a nice one out there. Despite the lack of precipitation out there right now, we do have partly cloudy skies, a few clouds still hanging around, but otherwise Nice morning. Here's a look at the rainfall totals from yesterday. Not that much. In Sparks, only 0.05 of an inch. Plumas, Eureka State Park, that's way up to the north there, about 58 hundredths. And Truckee, 0.20. Tahoe City, about 1/3 of an inch there. And Donner Lake, almost 1/4 of an inch, about 0.20. So at least that's something out there from yesterday. But the storm system now pushing to the east. Elko's, a few spotty showers out there this morning. Nothing too significant, and everything's going to wind down by this afternoon. We'll clear things out and start to warm things up. 44 in Lovelock. We have 38 for you in Fallon, 30 at South Lake Tahoe. Truckee reporting some fog right now, 1/4 mile visibility in Truckee. So some of the valley areas where you did get some rain, you could be seeing some of that fog. Look out for that. So your forecast, again, patchy fog out there this morning. Otherwise, we'll clear things out by this afternoon. Sunny skies, 64 for the high. And again, wait to see that weekend forecast. John and Andy, I'll have that for you in just a few minutes. Back to you.
He said weekend.
Hey, this morning we have the results of what caused the deaths of 2 animals at Animal Ark last month. Animal Ark says Sherry Khan, the tiger, and Maddie, the wolf, became sick and died after eating tainted meat from AAA Meat Brand Company. A 3rd animal, Jamar the cheetah, was able to make a full recovery. The company has since recalled that meat and is investigating how phenobarbital and phenytoin, chemicals common in euthanasia solutions, got into the meat. Is this the biggest mystery or what? The meat company says they're devastated by the deaths of the animals.
Reno police now have a woman in custody in connection with a carjacking of an elderly man earlier this week. You may remember the story. 31-year-old Lauren Brown was arrested in downtown Reno yesterday. She's charged with robbery with a deadly weapon, with an elderly enhancement, and grand larceny of a motor vehicle. Police had arrested 25-year-old Jeremiah Smith earlier this week. He's been charged with battery with an elderly enhancement in connection with that same robbery.
And after a trial lasting 7 days, a jury has found this man, Thomas Ray Herndon, guilty of 8 counts of sexual assault on a child under the age of 14 and 2 counts of lewdness with a child under 14. Herndon was charged with sexually assaulting 3 children beginning in 2000. He was arrested in 2013. He faces up to 10 life terms when he is sentenced in May.
Ugh. Reno police have cleared a former person of interest in connection with the burglaries in the Somerset area. You may have remembered these pictures from yesterday. They were able to rule out this man as a suspect after a tip from Secret Witness. But if you do have any other information that can help investigators, police ask you to call Secret Witness at 322-4900 or text your tip to 847-411.
Well, student body elections are underway today at the University of Nevada, Reno campus.
However, one race is like no other. This is sort of interesting. Landon Miller joins us live now from the university to talk about the race for student body president.
Hey, Landon.
Good morning, guys. 2 different candidates and 2 very different campaigns. One is taking the issues up directly, while the other is taking it to YouTube.
All right, everybody, welcome to our very first campaign meeting.
It's the race between Caden Fabi.
My slogan is Big Future, Little Doubt.
And Royce Foyer.
I filed for elections about 15 to 20 minutes before the deadline.
It looks like a normal election, but there's nothing typical about it.
I wouldn't vote for me, and I'm not.
Yes. Meet Royce. He's telling students not to vote for him.
Okay. You should go vote. Just don't vote for me.
Okay.
Even though Foyer is graduating in the spring, ASUN rules allow him to be student body president for the remainder of the semester. His opponent, though, Caden Fabi, a political science major, was about to run unopposed.
It's nice that the students have a choice at the end of the day, but I want students to be smart about what they're doing and choose a candidate that not only is qualified, but also has a vision for the future.
Then why is Royce running? It doesn't make students look involved on campus when only one candidate is running, he says.
I've never seen a student body election for president or vice president go uncontested.
You know, it's an unusual campaign for sure, even if he doesn't want to win. We found students, though, who actually cast their ballot for him.
For student body president, I voted for Royce because I really enjoyed his campaign and how unconventional it was.
So I guess the question is if someone voted for him, did he succeed in his campaign or not? By the way, we should know a little bit more about the results later on tonight. That's when the polls close here on campus, John and Andy.
I feel like it's some sort of experiment that maybe they're doing to see how we respond. What are other students on campus saying about it?
You know, it's definitely the talk of the campus here for sure. Some people are excited about it, looking forward to the campaign, and really involved, while others think it's kind of a joke. But Royce told me yesterday it's not a joke by any means.
Very interesting. All right. Thanks, Landon. I like his flower in his hair.
Did you ever run for class president?
I ran for something, secretary maybe? How about you?
Did you? I ran for president of the 5th grade class. And when all the votes were counted, 0, not 1 vote for me. And I remember the teacher saying to me, "Good God, man, you could have at least voted for yourself."